Hi, this is Ray Bowdish from the State University of New York College at Potsdam in the biology department. I'm going to be talking to general biology lab students today about how to use Cmap more effectively and to add resources and share those Cmaps with resources to other folks in class. The first thing you're going to need to do is create a new folder. So click on the white space in the Views window and choose Folder from the menu. Give the folder a name. Let's call this one Dissection Cmap. Alright, double check your permissions and make sure that everyone can view this. If not, click the Add User button, look for the User Type menu, and select everyone. Mine's already selected, so I'm going to cancel it. Say OK to the permissions as long as everyone's there, and OK to the folder. Going into the folder, we need to create a new Cmap. And I'm going to call this one Dissection of the Fetal Pig. Now, before we get started, we need to check the sex of the pig. I may not know how to do this, so one easy thing to do is go to Google and say, how do I know the sex of a fetal pig? Of course, Google finds all kinds of things. Let's go to this one here, because it's one of the faculty members at a SUNY institution. Okay, so there's some great images here and some good information about finding the sex, and this looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go in here and select the URL and copy it. And I want to add this URL to the Cmap I've just created. If I right-click on check the sex of the pig and add a web address, I can put in here resource name, and then put in the web address. I have to use Command V or Control V if I'm on a Mac or a PC respectively. Click OK, and you'll notice the icon shows up here. Selecting the icon and then clicking the link will open up a browser window with that web page on it. You'll notice here I had some interesting photos of the pig and of some of the dissections. So where the genitalia are shown in this one shot, I'd like to take that photo and drag it to my desktop. By dragging it to the desktop, it creates a JPEG file. You can go back to your Cmap and add that JPEG file as well by simply right-clicking and add and edit links to resources selection comes up. You select that. Now you go to the desktop folder, and inside the desktop folder you should see the external anatomy JPEG show up. By clicking Add to List, you can click then Update, and it saves it here. Now if I select the icon, click on the link, the actual photo appears. Any file, video or otherwise, can be added in this way, including Word documents, Excel documents, and so forth. You simply need to right-click, choose the Add and Edit Links to Resources, and then search on your computer's hard drive, to find out where those files are. Select those files and add them in the same way that I showed in the last demonstration. When all of that's done, you're going to need to name your Cmap. So we'll save our Cmap, and we're going to save it as the pig dissection. What I'd like you to take a look at is in the dissection Cmap folder, you'll see that the Cmap itself that we created and the resources are all contained together. This is important because if you want to share your Cmap, you have to share the whole folder. I'm going to go to Moodle now and show you what I mean. If I open up my Moodle page and then go into a team forum, I want to share in the team forum for Unit 2 this information. So I open up the team forum. I'm going to add a new topic. This is pig dissection Cmap. And in the message here, hey, check this out. Check out my Cmap. Oops. I can add files or folders here. The problem is I need to add this as a zip file. To do that, you need to go to either the Finder or to My Computer on your PC. There you'll find the Documents folder, and in the Documents folder you'll see a My Cmaps folder like I have here. Click on the dissection map using a right-click option, and then compress the dissection Cmap. It's a little different on a PC, but essentially the same idea. When you've done that, you'll see a zip file appears. When that zip file appears, simply drag and drop the zip file into your Cmap, or excuse me, into your Moodle, and post it to the forum. Now in the forum post, everyone has access to your dissection Cmap. When you've downloaded that, like I just did, and open up the Downloads folder, you'll see again it comes up as a dissection Cmap zip. On a PC, you're going to have to right-click and extract that. On a Mac, you double-click it. Once I've double-clicked it, it opens the folder. Double-clicking the folder, I can then double-click the pig dissection, open Cmap Tools, and it appears.